So we met in 2017, right? To talk
We
about
did.
Rex.
We did, yeah.
That was in Whitechapel, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've been on a 4-year journey now.
Yeah.
And it's very much cemented, as you say. I mean, Southern Grove is the master developer, but as you know, our purpose-built student accommodation brand is Future Generation.
Yes.
And that's where the lion's share of our work has been with Samsung for the last 4 years.
So what brought you to Samsung? What was interesting about us?
Good question. As I say, it's truck and trailer for us. So you can imagine as we're in the front of the truck and we've got this big Samsung juggernaut behind us. You know, they provide all different types of products. TVs, we've got the wall, the Samsung wall. But for our Future Generation portfolio, it was about having a differential. And Samsung is that differential, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
So it's Future Generation powered by Samsung.
Connectivity became quite important for students, whereby having a connected living experience, the IoT part of it, that of course helped quite a bit of retention for you guys as well.
Definitely. I mean, we're on Future Generation V2, so
Yes.
our buildings have evolved. The technology's evolved as well. Like I mentioned to you, we've actually got our own Future Generation Samsung
Yes.
AC cassette. Mm-hmm.
And what we did for you guys was the wind-free unit, which is quite an interesting product, whereby air conditioning generally gives a draft. Wind-free is designed not to give a draft. So those kind of innovations, those kind of small little tweaks to get that student accommodation just right and drive your retention, drive the business and keep the students happy was what our focus was from a manufacturer point of view. Having air conditioning in every room, having a TV in every room, which is pretty much unheard of in student accommodation. And I remember when we discussed how can Future Generation ensure that my residents, my students are safe, how can I stay connected with them?
Correct,
and
yeah.
using that screen within the rooms whereby you can send messages to your residents, check up on them, you know, for them to interact with your concierge using the screen was that was a great piece of connectivity usage there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have a gigabyte of Wi-Fi on
Yeah.
every single site. So we've got 5 sites that are live at the moment.
Wow.
And we have a minimum of a gigabyte. And not only that, they have their own individual IP address in the room, so it's safe and secure. But a gigabyte of Wi-Fi is market leading, and you need
It
that
is.
then to facilitate, you know, the high quality Samsung equipment.
For us, a very exciting part of working with you was when we were working on your Guildford site, which is
Yeah.
just finalising now.
Jewel in the crown, yeah.
Yes, we are very excited about that one. Of course, it's got all the Samsung bits in it, but where it became quite interesting was how we helped with the planning process.
Correct, yeah.
So how did that work for
so
you
well,
guys?
we looked at what the finished building would look like,
Yeah.
and obviously the equipment that's in there, and then worked back obviously to make it as sustainable as possible.
Yes.
So we use the climate control, the air conditioning, air source heat pumps. All this sort of stuff is built in on day one.
Yeah.
And obviously we have to have that meaningful conversation with the planners. And Samsung allowed us to do that because obviously we've got so many different ways we can, you know, recut it and make it all hang together.
I think the way we designed our offering for the developer market was slightly different to other manufacturers. First, of course, we're providing all products relevant to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But in addition to that, what we wanted to create was more of a long-term partnership
Sure.
as opposed to just a supplier relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than talk about the building that's coming up today, we talk about what are you doing over the next 5 years, the next
Correct,
10
yeah.
years.
It works seamlessly, to be honest. The main thing is I can pick up the phone to someone.
Yes.
If you've got a problem and we sort it out together.
Yes.
The other thing that's important as well is the structuring of our deal. So as you know, a lot of the products are on a lease effectively, so we can refresh the products every 3 and 5 years or 7 years in the case of air conditioning. That's also very important because technology moves on.
So-
I'm hoping to talk to your R&D team about developing a ground source heat pump for residential as well. So hopefully we'll keep them on their toes.
What we've always tried to do is provide more of a consultancy
Yeah,
as opposed to come and sell you product.
yeah.
How can we look at the project as a whole? How can we ensure that we help you realize the vision that you had before you put up that building of retention, making sure your residents are happy? How can we do that using our products?
No, it works. I mean, it's tried and tested now. And as I say to you, we're now sort of developing new products.
Yes.
Alongside you guys, for the next phase. And even on the planning stage, property development inherently is very, very risky. Early doors planning is very material. And obviously now we integrate you on day one into those conversations with the local authorities, which gives them comfort that we can actually deliver on our plans and our ambitions.
It's been an amazing experience working with you, and we're so excited for the future. We're so excited with your growth plans.
So are we. So thank you.
Thank you for everything.